What's up everyone, Zach Friesen here, and today we're going to be talking about how I day traded stock options for a week and tripled my money. Before we start this video, I just would like to say that I'm actually kind of against stock option trading. I've warmed up to it, definitely. I definitely did it for a week under my own free will. No YouTube video planned. I didn't plan on making a YouTube video. And I actually have a different channel on which me and my friend Kyle were making finance content, and on that channel I was actually very against stock options trading for a few reasons. One reason is just that it's so risky and you can lose your whole initial investment, and that just scared me a little bit, and it kind of stresses me out a lot. But then my friend Kyle showed me all the gains he was getting. He was up about $500 and only started with about $1,000, and I was like, dang, 50% returns, it's pretty insane. Let me just give it one more try with about $300. That's when I started day trading stock options. So I'm actually recording my phone right now, and this is a little bit confusing because I actually did take out $500 because I wanted to secure my profits and not just get emotional and day trade it all. But yeah, basically I made $600 starting with $300 initial investment, and I ended with $900. But you can't actually see that on my phone screen because I actually took $500 out of it, and I've lost money since then. In this video, I just want to go through every trade I made last week from about Tuesday until today, and we'll see where I ended up and my thought process behind it all. So I'm going to go to statements and history, and as you can see, there's a withdrawal to my checking for $500. I just did that today. It actually hasn't hit. But yeah, let's just scroll back and look at all these calls. So here we see I deposited $300 at the bottom of the screen. I deposited $300 at the beginning of the week because my friend Kyle was kind of teaching me, and we were just sitting in his girlfriend's driveway waiting to pick her up to go get her coffee or something, and I was like, you know what, screw it, like, you've been making all this money, let me try to get in on some of this. And we had been taking some ticker symbols from this dude named Joe Alerts. He's actually pretty good on Twitter, but recently he hasn't been putting out a lot of alerts just because the stock market hasn't been doing too good. And towards the latter half of the week, I actually did all my own trades. But yeah, so I took his advice and I bought into a PFE call. That is Pfizer. That is the company that actually got approved for the vaccine this Friday, and I kind of played off the hype on it. And I bought a call for $206, and eventually I sold it for $224. So the amount of profit on that trade was $18. I was actually up $30 on the first day, but I didn't want to use one of my day trades, and I thought I could go a little bit higher. Got greedy. It actually tanked in the morning, but eventually, I think about 2 days later, I eventually sold at a profit for $18. I was a little bit scared. It did go down. But another play I actually made was PFE calls, a PFE call the next morning at like 6, and it was $89 for a call a little bit higher strike price, and I did it for $89. It went down $16 in about 5 seconds. I decided to sell. My other call was doing really bad as well, so I was like, okay, I'm cutting losses here. I used a whole day trade on that, and I lost $16. Wasn't going too well for your boy. I really didn't know what I was doing. And then I bought a SPY call because I was like, oh, there's a dip. It's definitely going to go back up, right? That was not the case. The SPY call I ended up selling for $48 at a $20 loss. So mind you, I've made $18, but I've also lost about $16 and $20. So I really am down $18 at this point. And I'm just happy to be down $18. At one point I was down to about $250. I can show you here. So you see, this is when I started. This is really $300. Obviously I took out $500, so Robinhood's weird. I felt really good about this Disney call right here. I bought it for $145, a Disney 165 call for $12.24. Little did I know. Well, actually, I did know this. So Disney was having a call with their investors that day, and I was like, oh, I think this is going to go really well. Disney is a great company. So I decided to buy a call option pretty far out, so if it doesn't work out, I'll have a little bit of time to see if Disney can rebound if they don't do well. But I buy it for $145, and I had a really good feeling about this call. I was texting my friend Kyle, who was basically making all this money, and I'm like, bro, this is the option that is going to do really well. And I'm like, it's going to print, which basically means it's going to do really well. And he was like, oh yeah, man, like I feel like it could do well, but I'm in some other positions. I don't really want to get into it right now. I was like, no, dude, this is going to be my play. And another play I actually made that day is Airbnb dropped their IPO, their initial public offering, and I made, I bought it right as it opened. I was really lucky. And then I bought it right as it opened, and I sold it about 5 minutes later for about a $10 profit. At that point, I think I was up in my account. And then I had the Disney call, and then I also bought a PFE call. And then the next day, so this was Thursday when I bought the Disney call. And then the investor day was Thursday as well. So the next morning, or after market hours, Disney literally went parabolic, and it was up to about $165. So that was my strike price. And it was about at $154 when market closed. So that basically means that I'm going to make so much money because the stock price went up $10. And if you don't know, options basically make the price go up a lot or down a lot. So you can lose your whole thing, or you can gain a lot of money. And I thought I was going to make about $200 to $300 on this trade, and I was geeked. But the next morning, I wake up, and my account is at $889 right when I wake up for market open. This shows $850 because when I actually sold, I sold about a minute into market open because I was like, I need to take profit. I had 5x'd my profit on that trade. So I put $145 into it, and I made $700. I can show you right here. I made $750 on the trade right here. $750 I sold it for. So I made $600 on that one trade, and that took me to about $350. But also I had a PFE call that was down. So it was this call that I actually still have till this day. And it was down like $50. So that is why you see that I'm down, because I was down about $50 on that. So really I was at $889, and then I sold, and then Pfizer just went straight down. So I was at $900. So I took my initial investment from $300 to $900, and then that whole day, I was just holding on to the Pfizer call, and it went down immediately, but it kind of stayed that way the whole time. And then getting into today, I actually have the Pfizer call still going, and I had a Walgreens call where I actually bought it for $85, sold for $110, so that was a $30 profit, and I sold that this morning. So I opened pretty much at the same point I was right after I sold the Disney call, and then I took a big dive. Pfizer was killing me. I decided to buy, as my last trade, DraftKings, and then I bought it at $275, and this thing went parabolic. I bought it about here, and I sold it about here. So basically I made $75 on this stock options trade. So it basically canceled out what I have lost today on Pfizer. Pfizer keeps going down. I am honestly just holding it because it expires December 24th. So I have 10 more days. I just want to see what happens. It's only worth $16 at this point. Might as well just hold on to it. But yeah, so that has been my crazy day, or crazy week trading. I'm actually going to just let this money settle, and then just get out. And I'm going to put some of this money into my Roth IRA and invest long term. I basically just did it for a week, just for fun. It was really exhilarating. I had nothing to do this week. I'm out of school. I don't have a job because I'm going back to school in about a month at this point. So I figured, why not options trade with like $300? And it worked out pretty well. If I didn't if I didn't withdraw some money, I'd be at $850, and I started at $300. If I just sold everything right away, I would have been at $900, but I was greedy, held on to Pfizer, and we'll see how this one goes, but I'm really not worried about it. I'm just going to check every day and see if it's up, but it probably won't be. But yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. If you found it interesting or anything like that, I would just ask you to subscribe. You know, I want to make some more videos about investing on this channel because I can actually get monetized and make money from it. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and stay blessed.